How far must you go to discover yourself?
What did you do to him?
To the ends of the earth. Starts Wednesday at 9 on BBC2.
This is BBC1 now at 10 o'clock, the news with Fiona Bruce.
Last-minute lobbying. Tony Blair's in Singapore to back the 2012 Olympic bid. He says the British are right behind the campaign to host the contest in London.
I think the bid's a fantastic bid. We're really proud of it.
Hours from impact, the space probe that will smash into a billion-ton comet. 3 in a row, Roger Federer claims his place in the Wimbledon history books. And on Panorama, Fergal Keane tells the inside story of how world leaders failed millions of Africans in Darfur. Good evening. Tony Blair's in Singapore for the final push for Britain's 2012 Olympic bid. He said the campaign to host the Games in London has the enthusiastic support of the British people. He's beginning a series of meetings to lobby members of the International Olympic Committee who will make their final decision on the host city on Wednesday. Our sports correspondent Adam Parsons reports.
This was the big race in Singapore today. Dragon boats powering through the middle of the city, stirring up plenty of interest and striking a competitive spark. For the winners here, a small trophy and plenty of kudos. Down the road, the stakes are rather higher. Which is why the Prime Minister flew in, his focus taken away from Live 8 and G8, and instead thrust upon trying to persuade the IOC to back London's bid for the 2012 Olympics.
You know, I hope and look forward in the next couple of days to talking to as many people as possible and just stressing the commitment and our pride, actually, of the bid that Seb and his colleagues have put together, which I think is recognised by everyone now as a very, very strong bid.
The competition is fierce, though. Paris have led this field for a long time, while Madrid cannot be discounted. Yet the chairman of London's bid team does now seem to exude a quiet sort of confidence.
We believe in this campaign. We believe in what we say. We know the impact that a successful bid and an Olympic Games can have on sport and international sport too.
London's bid revolves around a plan to regenerate a deprived area of the East End, and it has certainly picked up plenty of support over the past year. But critics still query whether the proposals are too ambitious. As for Paris, it already has key facilities in place, like the Stade de France. The IOC's evaluation team gave it a near faultless report, and it does have the experience of 2 recent Olympic bids. Mind you, both of them failed.
We are fully backed by the key stakeholders, the President of the Republic himself. So we are not alone, we are a team, and we have a project. After, it will be up to the IOC to choose the best project. We hope it will be Paris 2012.
In fact, none of these 5 candidate cities has given up hope. New York, for instance, is flying in some of the all-time great Olympians in search of last-minute votes.
The great thing is that, you know, it's only one Olympic medal, that's gold, and nobody's going to go home with silver and bronze. So whatever is going to happen, there will be 4 countries that will not be that happy. So we'll see.
Security here is tight and obvious, a reminder of just how high-profile the Olympics have become. This is a multi-billion-pound event, one that the world seems to crave and prize more than ever. Adam Parsons, BBC News, Singapore.
Well, earlier I spoke to Adam and I asked him what's expected to happen between now and Wednesday when the IOC announce their decision.
Well, what happens next is a demonstration of the gentle art of persuasion. Each of these 5 candidate cities will be setting up meetings with the various IOC members, trying to find out how they're going to vote, and if they don't like the answer, finding out ways of getting them to change their minds. Now, one way they can do that is through people like Lord Coe, who've been associated with the bid for a long time. The other way is by bringing in big sporting heroes like Nadia Comaneci. Now, New York have got another trick up their sleeve. In a couple of days' time, Muhammad Ali will be coming here to Singapore at about the same time that David Beckham will be coming here to try to bolster the London bid. The gamble is that using these big celebrities will impress some of the voters. The big exception to that is Paris, who aren't bringing out Thierry Henry or Zinedine Zidane. They say they don't need celebrities to get their message home. Well, on Wednesday, when the IOC make their final vote, we'll find out if that gamble has paid off.
Adam Parsons speaking earlier.